Perception in emerging tech often overshadows reality. Discern true innovation from hype.
Perception sometimes matters more than reality. And so that's one of the reasons I created this channel, Dave is not AI, just to take a look at this stuff with a bit of skepticism. As an AI architect, and I've been doing this stuff since the 80s, this is hard. This is complex stuff. I don't think you can oversimplify this. And I think in many cases, the marketing messages out there are the oversimplification of AI usage, including generative, including agentic. So by leveraging both genuine engagement and strategic manipulation, it's possible to dominate a technology hype cycle, which we're seeing today. You can buy your way into the market. You can buy your way into the hype. If you spend enough money, people are going to pay attention to the marketing dollars that you're pushing out there, at least in the public eye. And so these steps, while not always ethical, have been employed by opportunists seeking to ride the next big wave, regardless of long-term visibility. Although this approach can generate attention and short-term wins, which you're seeing now, it carries a risk of reputation and trust if you overuse or overexpose it. So in the fast-moving world of emerging tech, such as AI, agentic, and generative, perception sometimes matters more than reality. But ultimately, sustainable success belongs to those who can distinguish real innovation from fleeting buzz. And I think I have the ability to do that. Certainly a superpower that I've had for a long period of time is the ability to look at technology at technology's sake and ignore some of the marketing messages around it and see if it's going to have value or not. And in many cases, the technology has value, but I think if we're over applying it or applying it to solve the wrong problems, it's going to come back and backfire. And I think we're going to see some of that occurring in 2026, 2027, around the big AI boom. We're already waiting for the bubble to burst and things like that. Again, AI has huge amounts of power, huge amounts of value that can leverage within the enterprise if it's applied in a purposeful way where it's solving the right issues. But the way in which we're looking at it is kind of a one size fits all kind of way of approaching everything out there, and certainly firing people around using AI and things like that, ahead of any kind of reason to do that. All those mistakes are being made right now, and they're going to be chickens that come home to roost.